All right, welcome to the Diary Room. I am your host, Sir Mike Knight. With me is my beautiful wife, Casey.
Hi.
All right, so this show is the Diary Room. Talk about Big Brother, all things Big Brother. We may later on starts going to Survivor, possibly Amazing Race. We are fans of shows. Um, but tonight it's about Big Brother. The second, the two-night premiere just ended, and Stacey, what are your thoughts?
Oh God, I don't know. I can't even begin. Just
A lot
we all
of
knew we all knew Glenn was going home. Everybody did.
Evil Dick called it himself.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we were already saying that Glenn was going home. I didn't think that it would be that close though.
No, I didn't either. And I actually, at the beginning scenes, I actually liked Glenn just for what he did. But I knew he wouldn't last. I knew for a fact he wouldn't. There's
No,
no chance.
no, nobody from the Boogie Bronx lasts, right?
No.
Boogie, hell calls it the Boogie Bronx. He said it like 4 times in the first episode too. I just never, I've never heard anybody call it the Boogie Bronx, but I'm not from the Bronx either. So, um, anyway, so I think it reason it was as close as it was because I think Nicole scared the shit out of Corey when she won, and he lost like 4 coconuts in that.
That was awesome. But not awesome at the same time. Because I like Corey. Corey's pretty cool.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was obviously completely fair, right?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, it was obviously set up for Glenn to fail. I mean, that entire competition was for the lighter people.
Yeah, definitely was.
And I don't know if it was necessarily they were setting Glenn up to fail, more that they were setting up Nicole to win.
Yeah, Nicole is one of the smaller ones. So yeah, I mean, it was either Nicole or Tiffany, which is Vanessa's sister.
Right. I mean, either way, it's bad for business if either one of them.
Yeah.
Um, whereas cares about Corey or Glenn, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Well, Corey does have the really long arms, so he can just hold on to the tree and reach. Phrasing.
right. Bringing Archer into this. All right. So enough about the competition that just took place. Let's talk about. All right. Let's talk about the teams.
Yeah.
Okay. And specifically, before we start talking of getting into the teams, let's talk about Frank specifically. Or Frank. When is he going to be able to play his own game?
Yeah. He's
Season
he's never been able to yet. Never.
season 14, he comes in with the coach's twist, ends up on Mike Boogie's team, ends up becoming a member of Chilltown, Chilltown for life. Um, yeah, shut up. Um,
I like them, but no. Just stop with that.
I'm a huge Chilltown fan. Um, ends up becoming part of Chilltown, and because of it, ends up with a huge target on his back his season 14, where he had to go and beast competitions in order to win, and now he comes back. Fair.
I didn't even
I didn't recognize him at first. I didn't.
we're all just like, who the heck is that?
Right. I didn't recognize him at first, but then you just see his face and you go, "Oh, that's Frank." But no, the face when Julie said that they were going to be playing as teams, the face Frankie made. Oh, poor guy, man. It's stuck on another team. Um, lucky for him, he ends up with what I consider the strongest team all around,
Yeah.
all around strongest team. Um, so let's get into it. We're gonna do some power rankings here, and we did a couple different things. We did the team power rankings, and then within the team, and then the top three, bottom three. So started off with category because we decided that category 4 had the strongest team, all around team, because they've got brawn and they've got smarts, which is something.
No, not wrong at all. You do need that.
All right, so the first person we put on Frank's team, as far as the top person, would be Paulie. I mean, the reason why we put Paulie up there is because he held on the longest on that rocket, held on for dear life. We don't have a whole lot to go off of on these guys, so we're going off these 2 episodes. He has a pretty strong game. He did. I don't think it was the smartest thing to do to come out as Corey's brother,
No.
but it seemed to align him with the veterans, which would be a good thing, be a bad thing. Right now, it's a good thing because Nicole's in charge. But next week, who knows what's going to happen there? Paulie, and then the beast himself, Frank,
Yeah.
at number 2. And then we picked Bridget at number 4, or number 3, mostly due to her smarts. And then Michelle, rounding that team off.
Yeah.
All right, so the second team we have, who's the second team we picked? Worst team name. I mean, we could rank.
Oh,
we could
yeah,
rank the
that's
team
right.
names.
Team Unicorn. Yeah.
Team Unicorn. Another competition beast, James. But we put Victor at number 1.
Mostly because he won it for the team.
Reason they won. He's the reason they won that. So we put Victor.
But he did play a smart move though tonight too.
Throwing
when
Jose, Messiah Josea under the bus.
Not only that, but distracting Nicole.
It's not hard.
Taking his shirt off, she's just like, huh?
I'm a fat ass. I could probably distract Nicole by taking my shirt off. Nicole's not hard to distract. Very distracted in her season. Very distracted now. But yeah, no. I mean, it was a good social move to throw somebody else under the bus that isn't on your team. I mean, not that they can get evicted in this one anyway, but still. So yeah, Victor, and then James at number 2, followed by Natalie, and that's mostly because Brontosaurus.
Yeah.
Oh
just
my
her
God.
Voice. She sounds like a little 5-year-old.
Oh, it's ridiculous. It cuts. I think as soon as she started talking after getting her key, that's when I went, oh God, I don't know if I could take a season.
No, please no. But I have a feeling she's going to be another Victoria. She's going to be carried to the end. She's going to be top 3, and she's going to be...
Or Portia.
Or wasn't Portia one of the ones that she was top 2 with her and Rachel? Yeah.
Yep.
No, thank you.
All right, so moving on. I know they lost, but we're still putting them at number 3, the Freakazoids. Nicole's team. We put Corey at number 1 because of how in that rocket challenge, all 3 of his people fell off, and he still held on to get second place.
They were the first.
They were the first 3 to fall off the rocket, and he was holding on the entire time and wins them each $10,000. Impressive. Yeah. And followed by Nicole, won the next competition to keep yourself safe.
Which is pretty good idea.
Right.
And then kind of talked him into giving her HOH and acting like she was horrible acting. She did have horrible acting.
That was terrible acting. You could tell she wanted it.
Yeah.
And Corey didn't care if she got it.
And the Tiffany didn't want it.
Tiffany was just excited she freaking made it through.
She just did not want it. She said, "No, I don't want it." It puts a huge. Getting first HOH always makes you the biggest target. Even though a lot of Big Brother winners have won the first HOH.
Yeah, but all the best tell you it's HOH. No. Dan Giesling was saying it himself.
Yeah.
Arguably the best Big Brother player to ever play the game.
In our opinion.
I still remember that funeral. Oh man.
Oh God.
Anyway, Tiffany at number 3. Now let's talk about Tiffany real quick because Vanessa's sister, right, from both James and Davon's season.
Yep.
And so
Which, in fact, I
Okay,
did not
Paulie.
like Mama Day at
No,
all.
Paulie comes out as Corey's brother. Do you think that Tiffany should have come out as Vanessa's sister? Look,
No, I don't even think Corey should have came out, or friggin'
honestly,
Polly should
if
have
you
came
didn't
up at all.
if you didn't tell me,
And you said Corey, not Polly. It's Polly.
Paulie, right, whatever. So if you had told me, if you hadn't told me that Paulie was Cody's brother, I would never have known. I mean, yeah, they have some of the same facial features and all that shit, but I would not have known.
You put them both together, they look exactly the same, except for Polly has lighter hair.
Honestly, I wouldn't have known. They don't look that much alike, not like Tiffany and Vanessa.
Oh yeah.
They look, act, and sound exactly alike. Put blonde hair on Tiffany and that
a mole.
mole, and it's
They're
Vanessa.
twins.
Yeah, they're twins.
But she also looks like our friend Chrissy.
She does look like our friend Chrissy. And then obviously rounding off is always the no longer here, no longer amongst us, Glenn. And I didn't think I would be as sad to see Glenn go as I was, but he fought tooth and nail for that.
Yeah.
And all the respect to him for that. It sucks that he's first to go, but these competitions aren't set up for the older players. And I mean, you don't see many of the older players making it that far in Big Brother anymore because the competitions aren't set up for it.
No. There are some, but very, very few. And that's because most of them are gone already. They always get them out first. And I think it might be because of the Marine that was on Dan's first season.
Right. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Wow, I'm drawing a blank here. And here we are putting out a Big Brother freaking show, and we can't think of this name.
And he's a brother of ours.
Right. Anyway, let's just jump into this. I know you're researching it right now. Big Sister is the last team, and it's mostly because they are full of dumb asses.
Oh my God, yes.
Absolutely stocked to the brim with dumb asses. I didn't like Mama Day in her season. I didn't like her.
The only reason why she made me mad her first season was because she has a child the same age as mine. And it's been my dream for years and years and years. And I said, I'm going to give it a couple more years and then maybe try out. No, I decided not to.
But I put out this tweet and I got a lot of responses from it. She always acts like she's the only single mother ever to the world. She's always talking. Oh my God. That shit pisses me off. But
Janelle had a freaking child when she went on to her season. And if I remember right, she had a daughter.
Right. Yeah, she's always talking about her daughter. Look, I understand. We've got 3 kids ourselves. I talk about my kids all the time. But holy shit. You're not the only single mother ever in the history of the world. But anyway, because her team is full of just dumbasses, and she's got a hell of a social game. I don't know how these newbies. We'll get into that later. Big Sister, Mama Day at number 1. All right, just because the rest of the team sucks. Zakaya at number 2, because she's playing the quiet, want to get the veterans out role. Paul, Glitterbeard, call him Glitterbeard.
Yeah, that's annoying. And pink nails.
Nails, yeah. Yeah, Paul at number 3, and then Messiah Jose. Now, we did the power rankings before the show, and then we ended up editing it after this last episode just came out, and we had Messiah Jose up at top because of his competition. And then he opened his
It's
mouth.
Jerry,
that's right. And then he opened his mouth and he inserted his foot and told Dave Vaughn the entire plan, get the veterans out. And this is after Nicole is already HOH. Are you fucking kidding me? You're an idiot. You're an idiot. Telling her I'm the messiah of this newbie alliance. What the shit?
And technically, Paul's the one that's calling the shots, so he's putting the bigger target on his back instead of saying, "Hey, by the way, Paul's the one that said this."
Hey, Paul, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Send Messiah Jose a thank you note after the season. But yeah, there's our power rankings by team. Real quick, we'll go into the top 3, bottom 3. Start with the bottom 3. All right. Number 3, Brontosaurus, because of her voice. That's it.
It doesn't seem like she'd be a very good player, anyways.
Well, it doesn't seem. You haven't seen much.
Yeah.
I mean,
they haven't
seen much, but her voice enough is just enough to get her in the bottom 3 here. Number 2, Paul.
Playing too hard, too fast.
You
don't do that. In every Big Brother player, past and present, will tell you. Well, except for him and a couple others, but they will tell you, do not go for veterans. Do not go for veterans first.
Not necessarily that. It's literally he hit the ground running and automatically, boom, we're getting the veterans out. You know, and it's not the fact that he's trying to get the veterans out. The whole problem is that he's playing too.
Yeah.
It's episode 2 here, and he's playing way too hard. And then, of course, the only person that could beat him in that is the messiah of the newbie alliance, Jose. Worst social game ever.
You'd never give away your plan.
No.
Davon was up there, but she creeped her way up. She creeped her way up on the rankings.
Had the social game. She just needs to calm it down a little bit.
Mouth shut. She was pretty smart at getting Vanessa's sister Tiffany to say something. She didn't even have to be like, I
think she learned a lesson about bringing out the secret.
Yeah, the twin.
Brought out the twin twist
before it was even announced.
She's smart as shit. Like, I mean, I get Tiffany was hard, and I guess you sit there and you got nothing else to do. You're noticing the difference in. I get that, but nobody else did. Almost nobody else did. A couple people had their suspicion. Davon was really the one.
Yeah.
All right, so the top 3. Got to go with the 3 that stayed the longest, right? Ollie, Corey, Victor. Top 3. In that reverse. Anyway, so there was something that we were going to talk about. Talk about a lot of things. There's a lot to talk about. I didn't think there was going to be this to talk about with only, but like some of these newbies
they're going too hard.
Dumbest fuckers. Specifically, Jose, Paul, and somewhat Zakaya. While she's not being as vocal, she is in there.
She's along with them.
Now, some of the smart people. You got Paulie. Both of them have aligned themselves with the veterans.
And Tiffany. Tiffany is doing it too.
Tiffany's doing it out of need at this point. Not necessarily loyalty. But Paulie. Pawns go home.
You just better hope you win that veto on Saturday, honey.
Christ. Don't volunteer to be a pawn.
And don't let anybody else tell you to do it.
Ridiculous. I guess that's all for this episode of the Diary Room. Let us know what you want to see here. Are looking at one more. Come and join us every week. Probably after a victory. So let us know how we're doing. Let us know what you'd like to see differently. Let us know if we suck. Anyway, go ahead and follow us on Twitter. Let me bring that up real quick. So there are Twitter handles right there. Sir Mike Knight and Pearl Harbor baby. Follow us on Twitter. Tweet with us during the show. Watch them live. We tweet live. Not as active as he's sick, but we have all that time.
We're not as active as any of the house guests, anyways. The previous ones. Come on now.
Right.
I'll get there. I'm only active during Big Brother season, but not that active.
I'm active all the time, but I am an active Twitch as well. Not as active as I used to be, but I do get on every once in a while. So go ahead and follow us on Twitter. And tell us what you think about the show. It's unedited at the moment because 1, I don't have time. 2, I'm not that great at it. But I'm sure I'll figure it out. So from myself and Stacy, have a good night and expect the unexpected.